Back with us, Jesse Weber, anchor, Law and Crime Network, Misty Marris, trial attorney, and Arthur Aidala, also a prominent trial attorney. Misty, what do you make of this?
Well, so no team is under any obligation to take him.
Yeah.
They can't force them to take him back and play on the team. And it's important to understand how baseball works. So Major League Player Baseball Association, it's a union. And when he was suspended from those games, that goes before an arbitrator who looks at all the evidence and makes a determination on the punishment. So we don't really know all the details relating to that underlying arbitration. And could that be outside of all of these issues that are now coming to the forefront, the charges against this woman, could that be the basis for the team saying it's not worth it for us to bring him back on?
Yeah, let me play another piece of sound for him, because here he is responding to the allegations about Lindsey Hill. This is number one.
Next victim, star pitcher for the Dodgers. A text Lindsey Hill sent to a friend before she ever even met me. "What should I steal?" she asked another, in reference to visiting my house for the first time. The answer? Take his money. So how might that work? "I'm going to his house Wednesday," she said. "I already have my hooks in. You know how I roll." Then, after the first time we met, "Net worth is 51 mil, she said. "Better secure the bag," was the response.
Not helpful to her, but in the end, it seems, Arthur, that Major League Baseball believed her account.
Yeah, well, I mean, everyone's so afraid, and listen, I'm a baseball fan. You think I care what this guy did? I mean, he's cleared. He's no prosecutor has charged him. It's not like he went to trial and he was acquitted. The charges were never filed. I want him to win. If the Yankees signed him tomorrow, I'd be thrilled. The guy is a legitimate pitcher. He's not like on the fringe. So I think the Major League Baseball doesn't have the guts to do what, because it's going to be politically incorrect. But kudos to the prosecutor for charging someone for filing a false crime. Kudos, that's what should be the headline here, is that if you make a false accusation and you get caught, you're going to jail.
Yeah. And the clock's ticking. He's 33 years old right now. He's still, relatively in his prime, but I don't know if Major League Baseball is waiting for something else to happen on the legal front. I can't tell you what that would be. But right now he's pitching in a league that, for all intents and purposes, he shouldn't be pitching in. And I followed his case since the Lindsey Hill accusations, and I have to give him credit. Not everybody would go on the offensive like that and show the receipts and show the videos to try to get his career
They were
back.
suing each other,
yeah.
Lindsey Hill and he. They both have dropped their lawsuits. Now, she did submit photographs, which she said was her beaten face, right? And it seems that he then submitted a video which contradicted that picture. And so the question becomes, was that from the actual time of the incident, et cetera? But, the question becomes, Misty, on Arthur's point about, okay, he served his time, right? In the criminal justice system, you serve your sentence, and yeah, you're an ex-con, you can't do certain things, but for most purposes, you're allowed to move on with your life. Right. Should that be where he is today?
Well, look, I mean, sometimes the allegations are worse in the public sphere because that's the damage to reputation. That's the damage to career. So, look, I think there's a lot of evidence out there that so much of this was fabricated. Certainly, he should be able to play baseball. But again, the teams are under no obligation.
Well, no, I understand they're under no obligation, but it seems that MLB is not saying, because we got to separate out these two, right? On the one allegation, the more recent one, that person's being criminally charged. Done.
Right.
It's the other one that MLB made its decision on, and that's the one where they've resolved their civil lawsuits, but the position from a public perspective might be, yeah, but.
And let's be clear, Ms. Hill, they resolved it, but she never backtracked her statements. And I think she even doubled down recently on it. And we see that at times. People say, I'll settle. Doesn't mean I'm saying it didn't happen. Doesn't mean I'm admitting guilt. So I think it's a situation where something in that investigation, they saw something, they didn't think it was right, and now they want to be in the position of backtracking and say, we made a mistake, welcome back, Trevor,
right.
Yeah,
but, it's also an arbitrator.
Misty's right that there's no legal obligation for someone to bring him back. But the teams who are in the basement, literally, like the teams who have the worst records, they have an obligation to their fans who are season ticket holders.
There would be protests,
who are paying all
but
this.
You know what would happen, right?
I know,
Should they care?
I don't think in Middle America there'd be protests. I don't think if he went to a Dallas team or a Houston team that there would be protests. That the Cy Young winner is. You think at the bottom of the ninth of the World Series, they're thinking about what he did in the bedroom with a woman 2 years ago? No way. They want him to throw that pitch down the middle, get a strike, win the World Series, and hold that trophy up.
Thank you for watching.
Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.